Week 3 of PPL Season 5. After getting reverse swept by Seabad and his booster speed Carmine Screamtail last week, we're hoping to bounce back against Lars and their Termanitar Warriors. We're going to do a super quick team builder, so here's the matchup. Timestamp for the battle will be down below if you want to jump ahead. Lars likes to build fat teams and his draft is a very fat core with Clod, Mandibuzz, Sylveon and Heatran that we need to try and break through. The Clod is going to wall Sneasler completely. Lars also has some nasty setup threats and good choice band users in Palafin, Scizor and Iron Boulder. Sizz and Palafin also get priority that can clean up a low health team late game. Lars' team is very weak to Garchomp, so we're bringing SD Scale Shot again with loaded dice and EQ as the only EQ switch in I see coming is the Mandibuzz or Heatran on a balloon. The EVs creep a max speed Curum and the rest are in HP and Spadef for bulk. Next up is utility Uxie with a Cassette Berry to survive a Shadow Ball from Hisuian Zoroark and either knock off his item or T-Wave because we didn't bring speed control last week and we really needed it. Stealth Rock to help wear down Lars' team and U-turn to pivot. Max HP for bulk, max speed to speed type Curum and hopefully get T-Wave off. This Goldango set with the Air Balloon is immune to Clod Silent unless it is running knockoff. The Clod has to be unaware into my team, so the drops from Make It Rain won't matter. The speed EVs creep a max speed Sylveon, and the other EVs allow Gold to take 2 Earth Powers from non-specs Curum. Next up is Max Fizdef Terra War Arcanine with the Intimidate ability and holding Rocky Helmet to take on the Palafin and Scizor. Willow helps it sit on the physical attackers after burning them. Special Terra Blast hits Fizdef Clod for super effective damage. Roar to phase out Setup Sweepers and Morning Sun for recovery. Next up is Spadef Dual Screens Grimmsnarl with Light Clay to give our setup mons more survivability. Button Shot gives it priority momentum and gives stat drops to the opposing mon. Finally, Choice Band and Burden Sneasler. As soon as the Claw is out of the way, this is no switch-ins. Fling is there to get rid of Choice Band late game, proc and Burden and clean up a weakened team. The EVs creep max speed Hisuian Zoroark with the remainder going into max attack and HP. Let me know what you think of the team down below. Huge thanks to Gunk, Necrostevo, Gravy, Onesie Burnett, Shroom River, Travesty, and the Dom Fanatic for the help with the build and the mocks this week. You can find the links for them all and all of this season's coaches and the Season 5 fan doc in the description down below. Alright, week 3 and mocks have not gone well for this. There's no Zoroark. Yeah, Sylveon definitely punches holes in my team. I knew the Clod was coming because it completely and utterly walls my Sneasler. So Lars is Terra Ghost on the Boulder and Terra Ground on Heatran. Who am I going to lead with for that? Yeah, I'm just going to go Rocks Tin 1 and see how we go from there basically. So I'm on the run to 300 subscribers by the end of the year, so please leave a like, comment and sub if you enjoy the content. And good luck, have fun to Lars. So yeah, Sylveon lead, that's definitely quite scary. I could just knock here. I don't particularly want to take a Hyper Voice. Don't particularly want to take a Shadow Ball either. But getting rid of this thing's Specs would be very good for us. So I am just going to knock. Because like Specs just does a complete number on us. Leftovers. Okay. Hyper Voice. Alright, so that is certainly less scary. So they are going to stay in. Do they go for Shadow Ball? I don't want to break my balloon. I'll break my balloon. I have to. It's probably going for another Hyper Voice. Just go for the Hyper Voice. There it is. It does nothing to us. The Heatran's probably coming in here. So I think I'm going to go Chomp. And so we are fastest. We will switch out first. This thing can't really be staying in, surely. It doesn't want to take and make it rain. It's got to go Heatran. Has to. Because it obviously walls the Goldango. Yeah. Krakatoa is Heatran. Here it is. They could go for their Terra Ground. They won't mind taking an Earthquake so much then. So I'm actually just going to go into Arcanine here. And because that will cover me if this does go for the Terra Ground. Or if it does stay in this form. I think it might be going for the Will-O-Wisp. Which obviously I don't want Chomp to take a Willow. This does have Earth Power, which is going to withdraw. Okay. So... we are playing a game. Buzz Dark here. Yeah, I'm just going to Terra and Willow here. Just so we can sort of start neutering this thing a little bit. Oh, I forgot this thing gets Toxic, doesn't it? It does. So we might be going for Toxic. Could go for the U-turn. Could just go for a foul play on us. But it'll be nice to get a Willow on this so we can start getting a little bit of chip off. And yes, we do land the Willow, which is very nice for us. What are they doing in return? Are they going to go for U-turn? They're going for knock. They're going to U-turn. Okay, so quite a nice turn for us there. Because they take the Rocky Helmet chip. Yeah, we're just going to go for another Willow. He's going to withdraw. Probably Heatran coming in. It'd be nice to know if that thing is Flash Fire there. Mudbud, it's Clodsire. Okay. So we do get this Willow, which We do not get this Willowed. That sucks. I am gonna go for another Willow though. And hopefully we'll land this one. We do. Okay, so we're like weakening the offense a little bit. I might go into screens next with my Grimmsnarl poison jab. Don't get the poison. Don't get the poison. Don't get the poison. Please don't get the poison. Doesn't get the poison. So we are going to switch out. The Clod could be switching out as well. Potentially. We do not know because we are obviously faster. Could just be over another poison jab. Which is going to recover. Okay, great. So we don't take a poison jab this turn and can get our reflect set up. Yeah, reflect, burn plus reflect. This isn't going to be doing that much damage to us. It's probably going for the poison jab. It's going to go for spikes. Okay. Alright. The Mandibuzz could come in and take it, but it doesn't. We've seen spikes, we've seen recover, we've seen poison jab. Does that mean its final move is Earthquake? I'm expecting this thing to be unaware, not obviously water absorbed because of my offense. That does nothing, don't get the poison. We get the rough skin, so we actually profit more from that. Yeah, and he's going to withdraw. Probably going into the Mandy. Buzz Darkia, there it is. Now, I think I can just go for my Scale Shot here. I'm going to go for the Scale Shot, yeah. This might not be full physically defensive. We'll find out. It is physically defensive. It's not Rocky Helmet, which is nice for us. 3, 4, 5 would be nice. We do not get the 5, but we're going to be at +1. If it's got the foul play, this is going to go. Yeah, okay. Oh, the burn. Does the burn... Let me just check. Does burn sort of affect that? It does. Alright. Okay. That's good for us then. That is good for us. So I just go for another Scale Shot and hope we don't miss like we did against Chase. So he has to go Sylveon here to prevent me getting to +2. And here is the Sylveon. Now, Sylveon is obviously going to be immune to this. If you are like max bulk Sylveon, Earthquake could wreck you. I'm going to go for the Earthquake and we're going to see. Going to protect. So he's very lucky I did not go for the Sword Stance there because I definitely would have got the KO. Ryushiki's going to come back and we're going to go into Gold Dengo, predicting the Hyper Voice here. And then I might just go for the Make It Rain this turn. But it's just going to withdraw, going back into Mandibuzz. Yeah, okay, did not expect that. So he obviously knows he can't take a +2 EQ from me then. I can just go for a Shadow Ball here in case the Heatran comes in, because Mandibuzz will go down to that. And yeah, okay, so Goldango coming off the bench and getting its first KO. So EQ is pretty free now. I'm just going to go into Arcanine to take the potential Fire move, and then I might just go for Terra Blast Water afterwards, because there's not really anything that wants to come in on that. Or I could just go for a Morning Sun depending on what he does here. The Intimidate is not going to matter. Magma Storm, okay. And that does a decent amount actually. So we are now trapped. So we are faster than it. And is it just going to go for a Lava Plume? Okay. So it could burn us as well. Which it does on the first go. On the first go. Okay. We will be going down after this. So do you know what? I'm just going to go for my Terra Blast. And I could have roared actually. That would have been more sensible. I was going to withdraw. What's he going into? Clod, Boulder, Mudbud, Clod. Okay, I find out if you're actually water absorb or not here. And you are not water absorb, which is nice for us. So another one will get the KO on this. As soon as this thing goes, then Sneasler is in a much better place. Yeah, okay. Yes. Go McBoss off the bench and you get your first KO as well. And it is on this thing. So very, very happy for this thing to go. The crit didn't matter there, obviously. This thing just walled Sneasler, so Sneasler can just come in and click close combat as much as he wants to now. Wave Crash. Is that going to get the KO? We're at 133. Okay, so does that mean you are banded? That was potentially banded. So what I am going to do is I'm going to go into Yuxi, and we should take 1 from this. I haven't checked that actually, so more for me. Yeah, so I definitely take this. So I could go for Knock, or I could go for T-Wave. I think Knock is my best bet here. The Sylveon could come back out because it doesn't have an item, of course. Yep, here it is. We'll get a little bit of chip on it. Knock. Yeah. Just to sort of prevent this thing potentially going for a Wish here. If it's going to do that, we've seen Hypervoice and Baton Pass. So I'm going to go for my U-turn. I could find out if this is Scarf. So it is not Scarf, which is good to know. It could just be going for Lava Plume, which I don't want to take. I'm going to set up my screens again, and then we're going to try and go for game with Garchomp after that. If we can. Spikes damage, to go for the Lava Plume. Yep, don't mind this getting burned. We are max Spadaf. Now I go for Light Screen. Yep, so we're going to stay and go for the Light Screen. Is this thing just going to Magma Storm us? It's going to go Flash Cannon, Lava Plume again. Yeah. It's not doing much at all. I don't mind getting burned here. Go for Reflect. And probably going for the Lava Plume again. Is it? Is he really fishing for that burn? He is fishing for that burn. And then I can go for Parting Shot. Hopefully he swaps out because I don't want to take it. I don't want the potential burn here. We've seen Lava Plume, we've seen Magma Storm. That's what we've got to do here. Ryushiki's going to come back out. Yeah, hope we don't get burned. Hope we don't get burned. Please don't burn us. This would be a nice turn to not burn again. And they do not get the burn. So what I'm going to do is Sword Stance, or I need to be at +2 because he doesn't think the Sylveon can take the +2 EQ from me. And we're going to go for the Sword Stance. Lava Plume again, I assume? Is it? It is. Don't burn. Don't burn. Oh, we guess crit. Crit burn? What should be a crit burn now? Okay, no. Okay, now I just Earthquake. It is going to withdraw. He's going to sack Sylveon to me? Yeah, okay. Here comes the Sylveon. And we are going to get the KO. We do get the KO. God, I wish I'd just gone for the EQ earlier. This would have really saved me some problems. The Jet Punch can easily come in now from the Jet 2 Holiday. So I'm just going to let him do that. Yeah, just go for my Earthquake. You can just pick up the KO with Jet Punch. And then I can probably go Sneasler and hope I don't get burnt. I've got Unburden, so I want to try and get rid of my item just in case it's booster speed on... Just go for the Jet Punch. Okay. So we are going to take this thing out. Sneasler, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yeah, Palavin has definitely put in some work against my team. The Torabaloro... I can't even say that. Are you booster speed? Are you booster speed? You are booster speed. I'm going to go into Grimmsnarl. And then I can Parting Shot into Goldengo. And I need a free swap into Yuxi basically here. Here's what I'm angling for. And they are going to go for their Terra Ghost. And we will see what this is going to do in return. So, Terra Ghost, hopefully it doesn't SD. I hope I didn't just give it a free SD. But Parting Shot will take some of that off anyway. It does go for the SD. Alright. I am going to Parting Shot here. This is in a pretty good place to just click its booster, its Terra Blast Ghost if it has got it. I can go into Yuxi then and hopefully get a T-Wave. Hopefully this hasn't just gone for another Sword Stance. Has it? It has not. Yeah. So yeah, Terra Blast Ghost is going to KO us definitely next, or if it's running the EQ it will do it. So I'm just going to click Shadow Ball. Terra Blast Ghost, yeah, there is KO. I think Yuxi takes it. I
think Yuxi can take one. 53 to 63% if it is max invested. We are at 68, so we should take this. I can go for the T-Wave, then I can go for the Knock. So I can see Berry, really good last minute change for me by the looks of it, as long as it doesn't crit, or we don't miss the T-Wave. Yeah, so Fling, how much are you going to do? You are going to do the Terra Ghost 15%, not much at all. So look, I'm just going to go for damage on this. I just keep clicking knock off. And there's a nice bit of chip. Terra Blast. Yeah, I'm going to U-turn. Then I'm going to go into Grimmsnarl. And then I guess I Fling afterwards and hope we get the KO somehow. We need him to get powered to make up for the crit on Garchomp earlier, basically. He's going to withdraw. Okay. Please, please, please do not, and I mean absolutely do not give me the Flame Body. No Flame Body, no Flame Body, no Flame Body. Okay. Got to go for Light Screen. And then I've got to hope that they miss a move. Just go for Lava. Lava Bloom. Do I Fling for fun, or do I just take my yeah, I go down to the 1-0 and go for differential here. I can't win now because I'm locked into close combat. But hey, 1-0 is better than 2-0, I guess. So I can't do anything to this because I am in. There you go, locked in. So yeah. And this thing hopefully breaks through his paralysis and just KOs us. There we go. So GG to Lars. That was always going to be a tough game with the matchup we had against him. Yeah, GG. 1-0 loss. That's going to put us 1-2 -1 overall. So we can easily bounce back from this. I need to go back to the drawing board with this team and how I want to play it, I think, a little bit more. Yeah, GG to Lars. His link's going to be in the description down below, so make sure you check him out.